Hello, Leo, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach. I help you choose growth and heal your inner roots. I have a message for you today, an intuitive message about your spiritual journey. This looks inward and it also looks outward at the two different worlds and how they interact. So let's get started. My guides want us to draw the inner cards first. All right, and then left for the outer, we have Justice and the Mother of Feathers, who's the Queen of Wands. We have Burdens on the outside, 10 of Wands, and Work on the outside, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So we have interesting energies here. We have the energy of fairness, the Justice card, and we have the energy of attractiveness, magnetic energy. So it's as if on the inside, we could say that you're trying to attract more balance, more fairness, more equality in your relationships with others. But I also feel like these are two different entities going on. We have a lighter, more playful energy here with this, it's called a Queen of Prairie Chicken. She is a prairie chicken with this Mother of Feathers. There's a playfulness, there is a creativity, and a knowingness about magnetism. So she kind of plays with the world a little bit, knowing that she's got everything she wants at her disposal. There's kind of a not capriciousness to be mean or malicious, but just a playfulness. Like, yeah, I kind of need that. She doesn't really want to take things seriously. There's this other energy that's in the inside, the Justice card, which is much more stern. So these might be two people that you are relating with, or they could be two facets of yourself, but we're looking at the interaction between these two things. The Justice card is really a more serious card, looking at the balance of light and dark, equality, fairness, and compromise. There's a tendency for selfishness with this Mother of Feathers. Fire signs tend to be about shining the light of the self. And the Justice card helps to really make sure that that light of the self is being shown appropriately. So sometimes this Mother of Feathers energy can get a little bit too self-absorbed. And instead of shining the light of creativity and fun and playfulness, it becomes very self-focused. It's all about me. The Justice card helps to open up that energy so that you start to see, okay, but there are other people involved in this situation. How does this all balance together? So I feel that inside you're being asked to blend and temper these energies. You don't want it to be so black and white that it loses that sense of fun. But you also want to make sure that when you are choosing things for yourself, that you are taking into account the implications. What's going to happen with these choices? How are these choices going to play out with others? Is this truly a balanced choice for me? I think sometimes this Mother of Feathers can get carried away in excess. So that fire energy within you can become excessive in the ways that it gets carried away or swept away in excitement or just carried off in the moment without thinking. And the Justice card is asking you, no, look at this with a little more balance. Look at this with objectivity. Ask a few more questions. Is this really exactly what I want? Okay, let's look on the outside. We've got Burdens and we've got Work. All right. So this is along the lines of our Justice card. It's asking you, what kind of work do you want to be engaged in? All right, there is real work that is spiritually nourishing and sustaining for you that you're actually quite happy to do. That's a very happy badger. which is not something that we usually see. But there is work that you find fulfilling, that you find is connected to more facets of yourself. It's not just fulfilling in one area, it's fulfilling in many areas. So there's that kind of work that's available. It tends to be calmer, it tends to be more peaceful, it tends to just have more specialness to it. So if we expand past work, we're also looking at situations, that there are certain situations that really nourish you on multiple levels. Then there are other situations that you perhaps commit to without thinking, and then you suddenly realize oh my God, I'm in over my head. I can't actually handle all these, or I don't really want to do all of these things. I'm being asked to do a lot. That's not really my thing. It's not really my jam, but I'm asked to do it, and so I have to do it. And the Justice card is that Jiminy Cricket voice of your conscience saying, hey, keep everything in balance here. Just because you're asked or just because it's there doesn't mean you have to do it. This energy is wanting you to really consider whether it's aligned with this, whether the ask is aligned with this, the fulfilling type of work, or this, the overwhelming, not fun type of work. So you see how the Justice card is sitting in between those two. And it also asks you to look deeply at the situation in front of you, that nothing is just a superficial situation. There's either the ending, the possibility for an ending, we have a skull here, or a beginning, we have an egg. And so when you involve yourself in a situation, you're either asking that situation to continue, or you're saying, okay, I'm done with this situation. And if you're not sure which one it is, then you can be in a problem. Okay, if you don't really want to be in a situation anymore, yet you keep saying yes to the work or yes to it, then the universe keeps sending it back to you. So see if I can come up with an example here. Can you give me an example, please? Okay, they're saying I don't need to give you an example. I think you're getting it. So if you don't really want to do it, then there's no reason to keep doing it. If it doesn't fulfill you on all of those levels, spiritual, emotional, physical, intellectual, if it doesn't fulfill you on those levels, there is no reason to do it. So the Justice card is asking you to look before you leap. Consider before you say yes. I think they were this way actually, because it's the fire looking at the air. Okay, ask yourself a few more questions before you jump in with your answer. And then you're going to find that you have more and more in your life that's just automatically enjoyable. That's automatically what you truly love to do. And you just don't feel these angsty feelings anymore, because you will be habitually attracting this energy. All right, Leo, thanks so much for sharing your time and energy with me. I love doing these readings every week, especially when they're as positive as that one that I just did for you. If you would like to learn more, you're curious about reaching out for a personal reading, there is information in the description below, and you're welcome to check that out. I will look forward to seeing you here next time. Have a good one.